Introduction to Mindfulness.
Good day to everyone. Well, today too, we hope to talk about mindfulness. But before we listen to the new message, we are going to sit mindfully for a short time. You know by now, being mindful is to have your attention to yourself, being in this present moment, befriending your mind or making friends with what you're doing. This is called being mindful. When we practice mindful sitting, we try to bring our minds to the seated body. So for this, first, have a balanced posture and sit comfortably on your chair with your back straight. Place your hands too in a comfortable position. When closing your eyes, don't press them too tightly. You may gently close them. At this time, we are not going to think of anything else. Just, I'm here and now, comfortably seated. And bring your mind to this seated body. When you draw your mind towards yourself, see how your body feels. Be mindful of what's happening in your body. If the wind blows against your skin, the coolness you feel with the wind. If you feel warmth in the body, the way you feel that warmth. See if you can feel the rise and fall of your breath. When you're mindful of yourself this way and you feel the rise and fall of your breath well, see if you can keep your attention with your breath for some time. If your mind deviates and wanders into other things, bring it back to yourself. Try your best to forget about other things and be friends with yourself and your breath. Okay, you may open your eyes. We did a short mindful sitting practice. Next, you can listen to today's lesson. So if we can be mindful at all times, we can do our work well. And we'll have a clear mind. Our mind becomes peaceful. And we are happier and could do a lot of work very well. So, even when your teacher is teaching in the classroom, try listening mindfully. And your learning too will become much easier. So I hope everyone will get to spend a mindful day.
We made an effort to understand how to go deep in mindfulness when sitting. Let's see today how walking can help in further moving the mindfulness practice forward. When you start walking, at most times your mind wanders. That's okay. You are young and still a beginner. You would have seen your toddler, sister and brother how they fall when they try to walk. For us, our mind deviates, and there may be reasons for it. Like the floor is not even, or else our legs cannot be kept in a balanced way, and we find that we are thrown from side to side. So when we walk slowly on an even path where there are no bends, we can overcome these difficulties and move forward. Children, when you do this for a longer period of time, you will realize that there is an unfamiliar sight either on your right or left. For example, when you climb steps, which foot do you put forward? We don't know about it, as it's already decided by our mind. Automatically, you put forward that foot. Also, when you play football, one foot is very effective and stronger. So even when you are walking, try to observe whether one foot is more efficient, strong and effective. If you observe it, don't try to correct it. If you observe it, walk as before. And observe how the two legs act when walking and the changes in it. It will be good and useful if you understand this when you are young. Let's think that you are walking in a swimming pool where there is water up to knee length. You will understand how the legs work when you start walking. Or else when you cycle, you will observe how each leg moves to assist. And when you walk, the same thing occurs, where there is assistance from each leg in the movement. And when you walk on a rough road, on a smooth road, on a kayak mat, on a beach and on green grass. If you walk without shoes and socks, the person who is walking will understand well where the foot is touching in each step he or she takes if they are mindful. If not mindful, he or she will not know this. If you observe this and take your steps on a rough path, your feet get massaged. When you walk on a flat ground with shoes and socks on, you will not observe this. This massaging happens on the rough ground, help towards boosting your blood circulation and strengthen your nervous system. When small children walk and play, they laugh, and it's a result of a massaging on the feet which happens automatically. So when you're mindful when walking, the massaging spreads, revives and strengthens the body. And when you keep doing it, you become aware of whether the flow is rough or smooth or a sand flow. And when you take 2, 3, 4 steps without your mind wandering, by observing the number of steps taken, mindfulness moves deeper. So walk on a path you are able to take about 15 steps and see whether you can stay mindful from one end to the other end. Experiment this. Being mindful and doing this continuously has helped to overcome illness too. So being mindful for a length of time when walking makes your body and your mind friendly with each other. When you make a continuous effort on the method you have found, you will observe that you take more steps mindfully. It's like a toddler taking a few steps without falling, after some time after trying and failing many times. So children, coming to our SatiPasala, must learn and practice to be mindful over a higher number of steps. With that message, I conclude today's lesson. Wish you all a good day.
This is a presentation by SatiPasala Foundation.